Good morning, donut fans. It is a beautiful summer day, and I want to find the best donut in Utah County today. So I did a search, and it says that Cowboy Donuts in Spanish Fork has the best donuts in all of Utah County. How did I not know this? I've lived off and on in Utah County for over 10 years. How is this possible that there's the best donut place in all of Utah County and I didn't know it? It gets 4.8 out of 5 with nearly 500 rankings. So let's go check it out. Okay, here I am at Cowboy Donuts in Spanish Fork. Apparently it's been featured on the Food Network as well. And as a side note, I just saw two people go in wearing cowboy boots. I've never been here before. I see that it's featured on Food Network. So what are you guys famous for?
So we had the owner and and his wife. They went on this donut competition called Donut Showdown. And so it was like, you know how the Food Network competitions are. You know, they have like a judge desk and they make something. We didn't win, sadly, but we got to be able to go on 9 young cowboy donuts and really cool.
Okay, I'll have a dozen of your best, whatever those are.
Yeah.
What are some of the favorite ones, by the way?
I would say like our Bavarian cream right down here.
Okay.
My personal favorite, if you come over here, is our blueberry crumble. I'll get one of those too.
Oh man, that blueberry crumble looks amazing to me.
They have like sugar brown.
Oh, I like that. I like how that looks.
Very good. It's very good. Yeah, I can put those in there. Then like our orange creamsicle. That's a good one. Kind of a classic. And then we also have like our kolaches over here.
Okay, probably no kolaches, but.
Yeah, we usually put them.
And I'm gonna need an apple fritter too, just for comparison.
Oh yeah.
But
we got 3 more. Do you want anything in particular?
well, this crumbly looking one looks great. And did we get one of those pina colada looking ones?
Get one of those in there.
And man, they're all gonna be. Any others that you recommend?
Maybe like our old fashioned. They're just like a classic glaze.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. All right, kids, here are the donuts from Cowboy Donuts with the cowboy hat on the box and donuts on the box. Okay, so which ones look good to you? Crazy hair.
I like this one.
Oh, really? I was almost gonna. Okay, you can have that one. McKay, you're interested in that sugar one in the lower left?
Yeah, but I'm also interested in like all of them except that one.
Oh, this is like the pina colada one.
Yeah.
So, okay, get yourself
My
a plate.
donut is so yummy.
Oh.
I'm about to pretend to eat a bite.
Okay.
Wait, which ones are filled?
Just this one, which they highly recommended. So,
I
all
mean,
right.
I'm guessing you probably want some. I'm guessing
Time
you
to
probably want
snack.
some.
Okay, it's time for an assessment of the donuts. My overall impression of these donuts from Cowboy Donuts, I would say like maybe 8 out of 10. So some of the good things about these is every single one was relatively light and fluffy, so it wasn't overly heavy as a donut. So that made them pleasant to eat. They're not sickeningly sweet, any of them. Some donut places just load up the sugar. These ones each have a good flavor. So I think I would be happy to get any of these donuts anytime. They taste good. And if you were to say, is there a better donut that I've had in Utah County? I guess I could say I haven't had a better donut in Utah County so far, and that these are all good. They wouldn't be a disappointment any day of the week if you were just to grab one. But then there's this next level question, which is, would you drive out of your way to get any of these? And I would say for the most part, no. Like, I'd be glad to go get them any day. They're definitely at the top of what we have here. But once you've had Randy's Donuts in California, it kind of, that's like next level stuff where you drive like an hour or 2 out of the way just to have them. And when I go there, like, we finish the box and then we go through the drive-through again because we're like, I don't know if there's like crack or some drug in here, but this is like the most amazing thing I've ever had. And so once you've had like next level donuts, donuts that are just simply great, anyway. Or I guess similarly, you could say the same thing about, the hamburgers like at Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas. Once you've had a Gordon Ramsay hamburger, Suddenly, I'll let you watch the show in a second. Once you've had like one of those next level hamburgers, then it's like, okay, you know, In-N-Out or your typical gourmet local burger is pretty good, but you realize it pales in comparison to what's out there. So there wasn't anything really that made me say, hey, I want to go there to get one of those donuts. I'm gonna drive out of my way to get one of those again. There are a couple though that are borderline though. There's one that's completely gone, and that's the Bavarian. That one was very good, like that. I think I'd get a couple of those next time and be looking forward to it. So maybe that'd be pushing it into the 9 out of 10 category. Another one that is like maybe 9 out of 10 is this crumbly looking guy in the corner. That one tastes pretty good. And this one over here is the blueberry crumble. So these two crumble ones, I think they're both kind of 9 out of 10 where you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. It's like not next level, but it's borderline enough to get you to the drive there just to have that, and it's probably the best of what they have. And predictably, the apple fritter was a fail. It wasn't bad per se. It actually was a very pleasant, kind of boring apple fritter, but like I really didn't get any apple chunks in there, which is what you're always shooting for. So I just always hope for the best, but assume the worst whenever I'm going in on an apple fritter, because it's very, you know, it's few and far between that you get some apple fritter that's just like all ooey and gooey in terms of like apple pie filling just going throughout it, and you can feel the apples as you're biting into it. That doesn't happen very often. So this one for me was completely devoid of apples, but the as a donut, you know, that had an apple like flavor to it, apple cinnamon type flavor, I was like, yeah, it's good. So, all right, that's my assessment of Cowboy donuts.